flawless victory. Your niggas can't do shit to me physically, lyrically, hypothetically, realistically.
We talk about male teachers a lot on this channel because it fascinates me. These gentlemen go into a profession that is female dominated and has been for the past 50, 60 years. Through all of that chaos, there has become a just normalization of insanity. And whether you realize it or not, the education system, which we all agree is completely jacked up, has been a means in which feminism has infiltrated our political sphere, because a lot of school boards are a jumping off point for council runs, then mayoral runs. You know, the educational system is really a political, a political holding cell, if one could call it. And within all of that chaos and confusion, you have, a very slim amount of men compared to women when it comes to teaching, particularly here in the United States. And so watching these guys trying to navigate this system really fascinates me. And we have another story coming to us from the New York Post. New Jersey teacher suspended after calling George Floyd a criminal in Zoom rant. This is written by Kenneth Garger. And Mr. Garger, that's not all he said. But calling George Floyd a criminal, like that quotation, is the most clickiest, you know what I'm saying? It's definitely the most, it makes it sound super, super salacious. Let's get into this. Students at Dickinson High School in Jersey City, New Jersey, of course it's us, allegedly captured teacher Howard Zlotkin's rant about George Floyd on Zoom. There's Mr. Zlotkin in the corner right there. A New Jersey high school teacher was suspended after allegedly cursing at students and calling George Floyd a effing criminal in a series of vulgar rants, according to reports on Friday. Dickinson high school teacher Howard Zlotkin's first alleged meltdown over Zoom, which was captured by a student and obtained by NBC New York, occurred this week during what should have been a class discussion about climate change. I remember when I was in school and recycle. And the powers that be on several occasions have said how hard they're going to be pushing climate change when it comes to, their overarching plans and goals that not everybody would particularly be on board with. So you got to remember that. Yeah. But I've yet to hear, anything that's particularly false. Now, being in such a female-driven profession, Mr. Zlotkin, you can't look at things logically, sir, because the emotion is what drives literally everybody and everything else within your ranks. So when your masculine brain looks at everything that's taken place over the past 2 years here in the country, and particularly the pedestal that did the man have a criminal record or no? He did. Well, then by all definitions, this criminal being hoisted up, one would, I empathize. I genuinely do, because knowing so many good and great and fantastic, regular, run-of-the-mill, everyday people, to have a criminal, by all accounts, you know what I'm saying, by the literal Webster's definition of the word criminal, be hoisted up to such a degree. Yeah. It is rather frustrating. I 130% agree and empathize. Dickinson high school teacher Howard Zoom's if you think I'm privileged, then F you, because my daughter thinks I'm privileged, and I don't speak to her, the science teacher said, according to this. Like I said, the George Floyd thing was not what he said. Oh my God, was not what really Got it popping. I hear people whining and crying about Black Lives Matter, but George Floyd was a effing criminal, and he got arrested, and he got killed because he wouldn't comply. And the bottom line is we make him an effing hero. Yo, like, I'm telling you, pressure bust pipes, man. Pressure bust pipes, Zlotkin said in the recording. Zlotkin, who is white, oh yeah, definitely Mr. Garger had to make that clear. Look, don't sit here and curse at your kids. Like, seriously, don't. If you hadn't sat there and dropped so many F-bombs, the video would be titled, Zlotkin said absolutely nothing wrong, but I can't title it that now. Zlotkin, who is white, seemed to focus his tirade on black students and reportedly assigned essays to 4 black girls in the class, including 17-year-old Tamia Williams, said the report said. Whew, I mean, picking those targets kind of on point. I'm just saying. Look, there's no mystery on this channel that, I can see where his train of thought was going with this. So, I get it, but bro, nah, man, you can't do that. You can't do that for real. Like, I can see you, oh man, as a joke, or, amongst other staff, just saying it as a joke, but you really shouldn't have actually done it, bro. Williams told the outlet that Zlotkin had another outburst when she refused to complete the essay. I don't think you can make a case. You know what Tima said. You're full of shit too. Zlotkin told her the next day in class, according to the recording, because, this is a clashing of that once again, when it comes to masculinity. Boys, we like logic. We like reason, okay? And the deal is that there is no legitimate reasoning to any of this. It's all emotional bullshit. But, because, the powers that be, I hate to say it like this, but during Obama's, tenure and well beyond, there have been pieces being put in place to really emphasize the feminine and really emphasize the emotional and really emphasize, we have to worry about your feelings beyond, your feelings matter more than anything else. And that's just, it really grates against, that Y chromosome of yours. And unfortunately, Brother Zlotkin, I mean, you did kind of go overboard with this. William's mother was shocked by the teacher's comments. Of course, none of these children have fathers. Do they ever have fathers? Who does that? Who would curse? Well, apparently Mr. Zlotkin. I don't even curse at my own daughter. Well, that's on you, and probably why she was so sensitive about it. Margie Neves told NBC New York, and she probably curses at her kid all the time. I can just tell that whole, that holier than thou feminine when she's offended. I wouldn't curse at my own child. Get the car, let's be real. Like you said, that was for the cameras, sweetie. That was for the cameras. On Friday, the district superintendent, Franklin Walker, told NewJersey.com that Zlotkin had been suspended with pay. Walker said the district is investigating the rants, calling the language used in them unacceptable. Zlotkin has taught at Dickinson High School in Jersey City for 20 years, according to NewJersey.com. He is also an adjunct professor, he also has an adjunct professor position at Hudson County Community College, a position which he has also been suspended from, the news site reported. So, Brother Zlotkin, I feel you. I really do. I would love to say that you did nothing wrong, buddy, but when you start cursing and then assigning come on, man, you can't do that. All right. You can't just sit there, because that, once again, it does play into that, you play directly into their hands by sitting there and assigning it specifically to the black girl. which the assignment I assume was, make this make sense for me, brother. Once again, if you're looking for logic and reasoning, it just seems as if you're in the wrong profession. And that's why I find this stuff so interesting. So with that being said, boys, we're going to bring this one to an end. All the internet stuff. If you like it, toss it a like, dislike, go ahead, do that too. Nobody's scared of you. Sub if you enjoy my fantastic voice. You want to get videos like this every single day. Share, because sharing is caring. And YouTube and Bitchute, like, I'm the biggest fans of you, boy, over here for very obvious reasons. Bang the bell for notifications. Get something from Teespring. Check me out on Patreon as well. Links in the description. Actually, go in the description box and take damage and speak. Let me know. What do you guys think in the comments? Once again, the profession, the American educational system, just stick a fork in it, man. It is done. And I understand, oh, well, we want to do this whole charter school thing. But me, yeah, I feel some kind of way about the whole charter school thing because, there was a Sabbath. It's all taxpayer money. Right? Like what goes to the public schools, what goes to the charter school, it's nothing but a gigantic tax increase and really double dipping on the taxpayers. It's like, no, just one of these shits. Why did you sit here and let the public schools get so damn bad that we need this whole alternative over here? Like, that's bullshit to me, man. And it's a sabotaging. You sabotage generations of young Americans for this shit. There's so many morons walking around. Like dumb, slow as molasses in the snow going down a tree. I promise. Oh my goodness. But hey, you may disagree. And by all means, that's what my comment section's for. Until the next one.
Men, we don't know what we did.